Alright, what's up y'all, it's like a fan here. As you can see by the title of today's video, we're here to talk about how this defense won me a $1,000 wager against Joe Knows in NBA 2K23. Now I know we posted the offensive one yesterday, wanted to just give you a nice little detailed video on offense from game 2 and then as you can see right here, game 5 defense. Now once again, shout out to all these guys right here from Kish to Bauer to Euro to Buke to Joe, everybody included. Really great series. I don't want to give any spoilers or anything like that, so if you do want to check it out, I do have the VOD of the actual stream on my channel. All you have to do is go to the live section, or I have it in the 2K23 Comp Pro-Am playlist, and that's on my channel's homepage. Now, unfortunately, our jerseys got deleted as well. A lot of stupid things happened between game 4 and game 5. I'll put it like that to keep it simple. And no, I did not do any of it on purpose. I saw plenty of that going on in Joe's chat as well. That's crazy talk to think that I was stalling for games or anything like that. Anyway, long story short, as you can see, we got me right here on the 6'9" on-ball defense player. Now, I gotta say, this is where I want to get at in today's video. Nobody does this stuff in Comp Pro-Am at all. Nobody runs 269s. Now, ironically, I did hear from AK. And this is hilarious to me to hear. But this man AK told me that Dayfry, one of the most respected Pro-Am players in the whole community, was out here running 269s on his squad tonight. And I'm not sure if that's ironic timing. I'm not sure if there was some inspiration behind that, but I have not seen anybody in Comp Pro-Am running 269s as their on-ball and backside defender together. Now, the power of it is the versatility. Mio with this build right here, 88 Prim D, 93 block, 84 interior D, and 90 steal. We both have 90 steal, gold interceptor, max wingspan 6'9", and it's really good for the badge tiering. And because of that badge tiering, you have the versatility to both be able to defend the perimeter and the interior. Both gold anchor, me and IQ going crazy with this size defense, but also not to mention, we have AK as our guard who has 85 steal rating as well. Silver glove, really contributing on defense too. So, I want to put this on display real quick because I will say a lot more teams, they function in like a 6'6" to like 6'7" pure lock where he fights through screens 24/7, and they have a 6'9" to maybe 7 foot on the backside. It kind of varies, depends on what other teams like to do as far as like their defensive style. Alright, so I just want to remind you guys, I do apologize, it's on YouTube. I don't really have a VOD of this anywhere between like just the media player stuff that I normally play this from, where it's a lot cleaner and not really stuff getting in the way and whatnot, but I do appreciate you guys watching nonetheless though, and we have a lot to talk about that will help you a lot in terms of your game if you want to emulate this defensive style, especially the double 6'9" sides. So, as far as how we're going to break this down, it's going to be literally just from the beginning of the game to the end of the game, clips that I have showcased that I want to talk about. So while I do want to talk about just the way of playing 6'9" sides, first and foremost, I do want to show you this clip first. Now, as you can see, the versatility that this actually provides goes so hard on full court press too, because what's going to happen here is that IQ is going to flare down and try and defend the point guard right here. And as you can see, he goes for this kind of scary pass from Joe to the point guard. And as you're going to see, he completely misses on it. Now, what's going to happen is he can now bail to the big man, and I'm stepping up to the guard, and as you can see, we set up perfectly fine. Now, what people are not prepared for with situations like this is that the fact that IQ can literally just play left, I'm on right, he knows he's playing left, and boom, as you can see, as soon as he goes left, IQ is ready and there for the blitz. He doesn't even lose the ball on that one, for that matter, but still is trying to force that to the left while Joe gets down for the slip. And as you can see, still get the bump, still get the blitz. Perfect, obviously, situation right there. Now, unfortunately, they get the personal foul on me with the intentional and literally don't even get the transition take or like a clear path or anything like that. But I gotta say, first and foremost, I've seen a lot of people talk about, oh, these type of steals take no skill at all. I don't know how you could really have that opinion, to be completely honest with you. This is all about body positioning. I'm not even the greatest at them, for that matter, either. My boy AK and IQ right here are nasty with this stuff. I gotta say that, though. And you're gonna see a lot of them in these clips of this Game 5. But again, this is all about body positioning. He literally gets this perfect. I mean, he's literally just like, this is really more of a penalizing people for lack of doing the right thing. And as you can see, like Buke is walking right into IQ right here, and he's just right there tapping his X button. I don't know how you could argue that the bump steals take no skill and then counter argue that by saying pluck steals do. To be honest with you, I think that's a very backwards way of thinking. It's really weird, but nonetheless, as you're going to see on this next defensive possession, it's crazy because it's literally like back-to-back ones. AK is going to put a shot up right here. We're going to end up getting an offensive rebound and go back up with it with the hook. Also, shout out to IQ on top of that too, because he is providing on offense on top of the defense that we have. And now look at the blitz. Again, this is a beauty right here. So you're going to see we have a little way we could like kind of flex our defense too, and this is why it works out even more for our guards to be able to do stuff like this. So you're gonna see if AK gets beat middle, he can bail out and away from the point guard and just go over here to the wing, because what's going to happen here is IQ can step over to his wing, and then at that point, then I am now on the left side of the pick and roll. So let's just say AK completely misses on this blitz right here. If he's dead on this and doesn't get this blitz, he can then just bail over to the wing. IQ picks up right of the screen, I pick up left of the screen, and I'm hedging and kind of watching his wing while he's not there until I have to then get down to the paint and get Joe, because now I'm on the left side of the screen. I know it's a little bit hard to understand, but just see it as pretty much me and IQ can fill in wherever we need to between wing, top, and wing. So when Joe goes pick and roll, I consider that to be top. So pretty much, like if IQ fills in right side of the screen and I'm on left side of the screen, AK could bail out and go to the left wing right here, but I can hold his left wing until he gets there and until Joe ends up being a scoring threat down in the paint, in which case then I have to bail, but then Tonic could even front corner and play 2 as well. It goes a long way. Nonetheless, blitz steals. Again, this is literally just speeding people up and making them rattled, man. As you're gonna see, me and IQ on the left of this stuff. Euro knows that he cannot push this like super far to the left, because obviously there's a whole nother point guard and Joe coming up the court right here. So it's gonna be way too hard to just push this ball to the middle, because IQ is ready. IQ is ready to blitz that right there. But as you're gonna see, AK reacts super quick, blitzes his on-ball hand super hard. But again, just to show that full speed, AK completely playing his right hand on the sideline, anticipates that 100%. Ironically, Euro tries to go for this exact same thing right here. You can see AK ends up holding LT. Also, shout out to Tonic. What a dog shot right here. This is disgusting. Crazy like bobble on the catch. Ends up fading it through that at the buzzer to end the quarter. What an unreal shot. I know this is a defensive video, but that was crazy, bro. Also, to segue into our next defensive possession, we have, first of all, another unbelievable shot. What a crazy shot by Apollo right here, peeking right between 2 defenders. That's unreal. But now, let's talk about this clip. This is sound defense. It's literally just perfect defense at all levels right here. You're going to see me and IQ double pressing. Now, with this double press, essentially what's going to happen right here, Tonic is playing Joe to make sure he doesn't get any free baskets until this power forward who's filling into the corner becomes more of a threat. So, as you can see, I need to run down. Now, here's the beauty of our defense, though. Me and IQ can double press very willingly, and whoever is more in a whoever's in a better position in that instance, in that situation, to get a steal or to maybe bump the guard and make it a harder life on him to get the ball up the court. Whoever's in a better position, the other person can just bail out and get down to the paint, because obviously one of us is needed. So right here, IQ is playing Buke all the way. I'm getting down because obviously I only have a ticking clock for so long. I can only let Tonic play 2 people for so long until this guy then becomes a true scoring threat, in which case I have to get down and be a threat as far as stopping Joe. Now, this in my opinion is just great, I would say, on the fly adjustments. You're going to see Buke try and go for that crab on IQ. He's trying to steal him in. Either way, he ends up trying to once again get it. He kind of has him crabbed right there, in which case I am stepping to the top now because Joe's trying to come up for the reset on the screen. So now we're in a little bit of a front back situation, because then Joe's trying to get back as well while Buke is going for the rim run. Mind you, they actually played amazing in this series, in the game 1, and they are a great team as well. You may discredit them for how they look in this game, because this game 5 was brutal stuff, bro. We went crazy, but nonetheless, amazing defense in that situation. I end up still getting back, playing hands up D. We still get the rebound. That is unreal to be able to pick up on all that stuff as well. That goes such a long way. And again, the flexibility of being able to just have me send down to the paint if IQ is on a good spot on defense, and not to mention that if I ever step fully to this, he can still play backside for me. If I go right here and let's say Buke ends up trying to fade to the wing right here, I'm out 100% and IQ is all over that lane. So if he ends up trying to fade off this instead of rim run, not to mention having 2 6'9s definitely helps for rim run defense. We both have 93 block and 84 interior defense or more for IQ's case as well, and that stuff goes hard, man. We both cannot be rim ran on really that great, if we're being completely honest. That goes such a long way in terms of your interior defensive ability. And again, the versatility speaks because we both have 90 steal rating with gold interceptor as well. So again, if Buke came off that looking to fade to the wing, I'm all over that. IQ is all over the lane. At that point, they may be reset. Buke ends up running middle, and then IQ steps to him because he's playing right, and then boom, I'm on backside for Joe. The list goes on and on, bro. It's really ridiculous how well you can play this stuff if you are on the same page with it, and it's beautiful, man. Again, interior D, grab rebound. Didn't even have to jump at him or anything like that and still get the red smothered contest as well. That goes so hard, bro. All right, now what I mainly want to talk about in this video though is going to be inbound defense. Now, as you can see with this one, Joe is the inbounder, so that means we can double press all the way. Now, what generally teams are going to do though is send their 2-guard down. But as you can see, once again, versatility is where we shine. This is unreal. Like, you're not going to see other teams do this with a 6'7" and a 6'9". I'll be real with you. Like, it's going to be such a very one-dimensional thing. Like, in other team situation, it's going to be boom, me as like a 6'7" and I'm only here. IQ as a 6'9", he's only going to be in this area as well. But what we want to do, and what we really adamantly try and force these teams to do as well, is streak this guy down, and then boom, as like the inbounder thinks that this guy may be a threat as far as like getting the ball, and you know, we have 2 guys down on this and this looks wide open. As you're going to see, IQ peels off and gets in this lane to the 2-guard entirely, while I'm also on that streak up from Buke right here if he ends up going to that as well. So I'm gonna be real with you, that is boxed up. That is so hard right there that 2 guys can just box up 2 so easy. And honestly, if AK's in a better position on this as well, because ideally our wing maybe takes this 2-guard away a little bit better so that we can maybe force the ball into the one's hands in a very uncomfortable way to get like some fluky steals and stuff like that as well. But nonetheless, great adjustment right there by IQ. I really wanted to put on for him in this video because he absolutely is the missing piece that I've been looking for in this 2K stuff for years, man. I've been looking for another dude who can play like so instinctive as a 6'9" and make up for my, I would say, conservative play style on defense. I know it's gonna get like not a lot of shine, not a lot of love or anything like that, because I don't go super hard for steals or anything like that. I'm not really much of a steal-made defender, especially like on anything besides lanes. I maybe go for back plucks here and there. I maybe go for some bump steals as well, but nothing super crazy. So IQ is the perfect yin to my yang. It's just like a perfect situation. Again, look at this man going crazy, bro. This is 90 steal. This is silver glove, and that does not happen very often. This is why these point guards were so irritated in this moment, because they're coming out here with a 94 ball handle build. This doesn't happen to them very often. The back plucks, they're not put in these situations that often. As you can see though, we're walling this off. It's 2-man defense. I'm playing off IQ. IQ plays off me. We literally move as a unit on everything. So I'm cutting off his left. He has to run back to middle. IQ goes for the back pluck right here because I am completely taking away any movement he can do to the left as well. I'm getting ready to blitz his left if he ends up going like more laterally to the left right there. And as you can see, once again, boom, pluck steal from behind. It is 39-21 right now. The momentum is going so absolutely insane, bro. All right, so I was undecided on whether I wanted to show this one. It's a little bit kind of miscellaneous, and it's not really like a good way of setting up and showing you like perfect defense. But what you can see between our 3-man press right here, between me, AK, and IQ, and this is going to be a great example right here to show you. So, like I told you guys, I'm a little bit more conservative than these two. AK and IQ, they be like sending that thing. They be going for crazy bump steals, super like unreal amounts of steals, and get way more aggressive with it than me. But in this situation, me and IQ have been going so hard on Buke right here that he ended up on cold. So what I told AK I wanted to do, I wanted to switch our PG onto their point guard as well while he's on cold, and I want to take Euro Dunk away now as their shooting guard option. So I don't want him getting the ball, and if he does, he's gonna have to deal with our 2 best defenders on him and like him and Joe in the pick and roll. So what I wanted to do was involve AK on ball right here. So as you can see, we're running that double press again. Once again, the whole point of this is IQ is kind of liable for this inbounder, I guess you could say, but really we want the ball to go to an inbounder. The pure lock stuff, they don't got much offense at all. We know that. So essentially what's happening right here, I'm taking away their 2. Tonic temporarily is taking away Joe until this pretty much spot up right here gets all the way up the court, and then Tonic ends up taking him, and then IQ would have to return back to the paint, or we would be in a situation where maybe I can drop to Joe in the paint if one of them have to release and go early, because let's say like for instance they get tied up in this and then someone ends up like being completely out of the play on Buke right here. They can just boom, send it to the wing. Now I'm in PNR. I'm probably playing middle in this situation, and whoever ended up having to peel off, and then whoever didn't have to end up peeling off to this wing because they ended up out of the play would then be on the right side of the pick and roll. So let's say it was AK, he could still stay on Buke. Let's say it was IQ who's still in the play because AK ended up finding his way out of the play right here. Whoever it is, one of them 2 can find their way to the wing. And as you can see, what they try and do is send Kish to get in the ball because as you can see, they thought he was just wide open. So I end up unfortunately being a little bit too conservative right here because I could have gone crazy. I could have really like tried to lurk this lane right here if I tap my X button. But again, I don't like to get out of position. What I would like to do in these situations, because I see 2 defenders of my team down on 1 guy, I would prefer to be able to just play tag right here if I had to. I'd prefer to be able to just step right here, and then if I really had to run over to the middle because Euro ends up maybe like moving into this area, maybe I could go ahead and do stuff like that. But as you can see, Apollo and Tonic playing great defense right there. I'm on Kish all the way right here. You're going to see they don't even relocate. We end up keeping AK and Tonic in the PNR. You're going to see Tonic try and get back and play the lane. I send it off the corner right there. I'm going to end up trying to jump at Buke right there. And I'm not going to lie, it was probably a little bit unhinged. But either way, AK, decent defense, and then IQ stepping all the way off the wing right there. I mean, it was just unreal defense. As you can see, perfect play. I'm also ready to go here if I need to, but it's late in the clock. I'm getting ready to box out most likely. I end up seeing he doesn't even go for the rebound, so I just kind of send it down right here, and Tonic also got boxed out on Joe. That goes a long way, man. Perfect sound defense everywhere, from rebounding to prim D to full court press D to rotations and just figuring out where to fill in and stuff like that too. It goes a long way, and it really does speak to the fact that we held them to 27 in this quarter, man. And then not to mention too, off this shot, IQ is going to route this up so clean. I'm ended up with my icons up looking at him the whole time. Boom, send it down to him, and we get the buzzer beater at the end of the clock right there. As you can see, we've held them to 9, 10, and 8 in back-to-back quarters. Buke with 3 TOs on 3 for 7. Eurodunk with 5 TOs on 5 for 8 as well. 1 for 3 and 1 for 4 from 3 from them as well. That's unreal amounts of defense that we're playing right here. And mind you, IQ's got 5 steals. AK's got 3 steals. I only have 1, but once again, I don't want to cut myself too short with this video just because I don't have steals. I do think I do a really good job at setting IQ up for some of them as well, because I kind of just throw him the lobs as far as defense goes. I'm just trying to lead the point guard into IQ where he can go for blitzes, where he can go for lanes, where I can end up on the backside to patch things up with Joe. Everything moves in a very, very unison and I would say sound way between the two of us, and it's because it's the yin and the yang. Once again, like I said, I'm a lot more conservative, he's a lot more aggressive. Simple as that. Alright, so this is another great possession on defense. We end up patching up the fast break a little bit. You can see Tonic does go for like the double jump right there, and then they end up with the ball. They get the ball back off the offense rebound. Nice little scramble drill though. You're going to see they end up kind of hyper switching this. This is where a great team is going to do stuff like this, where essentially you see Joe gets the offensive rebound and now Tonic is stuck on Buke. We do not want Tonic on their point guard and IQ still on Joe. So anytime they get the chance to switch this back, we absolutely should. As you're going to see, Tonic ends up on the backside ready to take Joe. IQ's back up to Buke right there, and as you can see, we get him on the PG. Once again, Buke's gonna try and dot Joe down to the paint right here, but Tonic is all over that lane, going so hard. We end up in the transition, and then boom, I get the dunk to pretty much cap the game off right there. We're up by 19 at that point, and that goes a long way, man. So again, to kind of reset everything right here, as you can see, we're obviously, any opportunity we're getting right there, we're switching it back, where Tonic is on backside and IQ is on like front side, we could say. So you can see those two patch it up perfectly. The transition defense, it all comes together full circle. We don't have to just intentional foul everything because our transition D and our versatility goes so hard in those situations where it can just shine through. Once again, as you can see right here, IQ could like really plan to play ball. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how we don't get that steal right there either though, to be real with you. But either way, IQ can plan to play ball. If he gets streaked up on right here, let's say he just plays bad press D, boom, he's beat. Now I can just show. I can just take ball and he takes big. It's as simple as that every time, and it's what works so perfect for us, yet I never see anybody do it in Team Pro-Am, or Comp Pro-Am for that matter. And I gotta say, I'm just such a huge fan of it. It's been my style for so many years. I'm so glad we can actually have a good lineup to do it with in this year's game. As you're gonna see though, this is, I'm not gonna lie, this is some pretty front running stuff right here. We are able to really like drop our nuts and do stuff like this a little bit more, because if Joe goes down, at the end of the day, it's a 2-point shot. We're not really worried about it up like 19 or anything like that. We can still actually front corner for that matter too. We could send wing pinch help. We could run stack where like essentially AK then plays 2 and then Tonic drops as well. And then when one of us would release over to the wing as well. But either way, as you can see, we're patching stuff up clean, bro. And once again, I mean, all this requires breakdown too, because it really speaks to our 3-man defense right here between me, IQ, and AK. So you can see we go for the blitz. Now IQ is down there on the backside in the lane still. Now watch this. Now they run a little bit of 2-man game. AK is blitzing off the wing because he knows that Buke is going to end up wrapping around right here. So he's down here to take away the crabs. I'm helping him on the crab still, even on his, like, kind of the pinch right there. Yet I know I'm going to return on the wrap right there to the wing. And now, once again, if they wanted to set up pick and roll right there, I'm left, IQ's right. Simple as that. It's all a cohesive, very quickly moving unit on defense where we all think really fast. It's as simple as that. And boom, they end up trying to just get a corner fade off that. You're going to see Joe ends up with the rebound, and then he makes a 41% contest. We live with those any day, obviously. So I gotta say, that's an amazing defensive possession, though, as far as just on display of exactly what we're looking for. As you can see right here, they're kind of just trying to speed us up. We get the offensive rebound. I get the ball. We're kicking back out. And as you can see, hit a nice little stop back into the paint. Boom, swagging it out, 59-41. Now, the reason I'm letting this clip play out is I want to show you the defensive end of this as well. I want to show you this whole sequence of this minute 20 like kind of timestamp that I had right here. So as you can see, they're trying to route us up now a little bit. Instead of pressing the inbound, I'm going for a little bit of wing pinch right here. Now you can see exactly what I was talking about. Our press works in such a great way where it's so instinctive. So you can see we get streaked up on a little bit right here. I know that I'm filling in a little bit on the backside. However, in this moment where I'm on the quote-unquote backside, it's because I'm trying to turn into like a de facto free safety right now. And now, in this situation, I'm stepping to Euro, AK is going all the way over here to Buke because it just works like that. And again, our power forward, or whoever you want to call the off ball between me and IQ right here, whoever is the off ball is pretty much just patching up that wing temporarily until AK can get there comfortably, and then boom, because the inbounder, or in this case Joe, is coming up so late and so slow compared to obviously everybody between the three of us, then boom, that little patching up of the wing that he did right there allows AK to get back, and now here I am on ball, IQ on big man. You're gonna see I'm patching up them crabs and stuff like that too. You can see like Apollo stepping out the corner. On top of that, I'm back to Euro. Anything that sets up in PNR, we are ready for as well. And as you can see, I mean, it's looking beautiful. I'm here for the pass back again. Now right here, once again, IQ is playing left. I'm playing right. He ends up patching that up. Now he goes for the walk back. I'm right here. IQ is already down again. Everything of this is so cohesive and works perfectly between all of us. And this right here, man, IQ playing an unreal lane off the rebound. Watch this. This is ridiculous. He ends up completely swagging this back to the top. Boom. Tips the pass out on the break, putting the complete cap on the game and the cap on the entire series. 61-41, 20 points. I can't say I exactly commend my boys doing that stuff right there. A little bit of bad sportsmanship, but hey, I mean, it is what it is. They're swagging it. They deserve it. We won a series that we really probably shouldn't have won, if we're being completely honest. And the reason I say that, once again, a lot of these players are being looked at being drafted this year. And I don't want to put this video out to tarnish their name or anything like that. I truly do believe we're a really good team. They didn't lose to some scrubs, in my opinion. Like, at the end of the day, we really have a completely different style of defense. And that's why I wanted to put this on in the video as well. Now, also, shout out to Tonic, 18-6. That's a crazy production. Not to mention the really cool steal that he had as well. I only had one steal. Once again, just keep that in mind. But again, I really do feel like I was doing a pretty good job setting everything up. And as you can see, IQ with 6 steals at the power forward position. But again, me and him have literally a very similar role on defense. There's no lockdown and power forward when we're playing together. If he gets lock take, also, by the way, I unfortunately didn't showcase this in the video because I was just going over the game 5 stuff. But just keep this in mind. It is an option. If IQ ever gets lock take, I just let him play as a lock entirely, and I'm the backside power forward pick and roll defender. It's as simple as that. Like, you can do this like multifaceted as well. For me, I function a little bit more as the pick and roller, but if any other team wants to go with like double 6'9", like potential like on ball D and back end, and then you can just play mad versatile, you guys could both run double lock take, and then at that point, whoever has lock take, play front side. Whoever doesn't, play backside. Simple as that. You could run prim Baz drop, and then all of a sudden that Hall of Fame unpluckable goes down to gold. Simple as that. Not to mention in this case, Buke's gold unpluckable goes down to silver. That goes a long way. Not to mention 90 steal with lock take, that's still 98 steal as well. That is hard. Not to mention IQ actually runs juice, so 99 or even higher than that as well. But anyway, wanted to put on this defensive display right here. As you can see, we hold Buke to 10-5, Euro to 15-2, and as you can see, 4 TOs, 5 TOs. The fouls were unreal too. Mind you, once again, my style of defense, including just the whole team in general, is pretty conservative. We only end the game with 5 fouls. They end the game with 13 fouls. But nonetheless, we have way more steals throughout the whole course of that. Now, I gotta say, AK with the only bad game that he played throughout the whole series, but it doesn't matter. Again, we absolutely carried this game 5 on defense on our shoulders. Simple as that. And it really did go so hard, bro. I mean, we hold Joe to a pretty solid stat line right here. Keeping him to only 7 rebounds was definitely our target as far as like what we want to do on the board count. And collectively, we still out-rebound the whole team. Now, we are a little bit oversized as far as the lineup goes. We have 3 6'9s. Apollo is one of the 6'9s as well. If we ever do run Apollo on defense on the wing and like throw AK to the corner just to kind of keep him out of the action, albeit he's a great defender even on the 6'1, so he doesn't really need to be like hidden on defense. But if we ever do want to go to something where we run a set on defense where Apollo plays wing D and AK goes corner, we then have 3 6'9s as our 1 2 3 between our, like, I would say top in the sort of defensive set that we're at, right? Where it's like someone guarding the pick and roller, someone guarding the point guard, and then someone guarding the shooting guard. Simple as that. So that is still an option as well. All of these things included really sets up to just be a crazy defensive rotation. Not to mention we have Tonic in the corner that still has Hall of Fame anchor and 99 block. It's a crazy defensive lineup. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know why more people don't do this. I don't know why they don't respect it. I don't know why they don't run it themselves. They think it's quote unquote invalid probably, or they also, by the way, just don't even like it. They don't like not running a 6'7" ego lock as their like sort of go-to. Not to, again, I want to be very respectful of these guys, but not to dog on Kish. But he's trying to make it to the league as a lockdown, so he doesn't really want to probably make a build that's 6'9" by any means to like come out here and just be competitive. He wants to just make it as a quote-unquote lockdown, because Pro-Am at the end of the day, and unfortunately the 2K League, by the way, I hate the 2K League for this stuff right here. There's no originality in it. I'm gonna be real with you. Everybody plays the exact same carbon copy and paste way of just literally, I'm a point guard, I'm a shooting guard, I am a lockdown, I am a power forward, I am a center. It's literally like nothing but that. There's no post scores involved, there's no slashes involved, there's no two-way sense to anything like that either, unless you're a shooting guard, maybe a power forward. Very unlikely to be a two-way at power forward. You're probably just a back-end PNRD. Simple as that. Every time. I hate it. I absolutely hate the lack of versatility in the 2K League. They'll never get anything in there that's like that either, because at the end of the day, this whole Pro-Am community is just very copy and paste in its own. So they'll never take a chance on someone like me or someone like Tonic or anything like that, or any style on defense, even for that matter, like this of running 2 6'9s. Because no one likes the originality, no one likes the versatility, and no one likes just to be different when it comes to this Pro-Am stuff, except for us. But anyway, back to humble stuff. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you do, turn on noties, all good stuff. If you made it to the end of the video, put lock or put IQ in the comments so that you push me all the way through. Shout out to my boy going crazy in this. We really started off really bad in game 1 though. If you want to watch the whole series back, you can see game 1. We were flustered. We were not set up. We were not really like setting things up for each other the right way either. At the end of the day, the sides defense is very chemistry based, and I can't wait to keep on playing with IQ even more. We got so much better days coming ahead of us too. I can't believe like how well we've played with this only through like 2 weeks of playing together in this style of defense, and I am looking so forward to continuing to play like this. I've been waiting for someone who is like absolutely on their stuff when it comes to skill, and to be able to like duo them when it comes to playing lockdown like this and playing defense. I've been waiting to play this double 6'9 stuff for so long, bro, all the way back to like 2K20, 2K19. But anyway, that's all for the Joe Knows content as far as the wager and stuff like that goes. I'm not going to be doing any more breakdowns. Obviously, I just wanted to do an offense and a defense breakdown, and I'm still going to be leaving the VOD up as well. So if you guys ever want to check that out, it will be up here as long as the channel's existing, or if the video somehow gets taken down. It never will, though. It's going to be as simple as that. So shout out to Joe, shout out to Euro, shout out to Buke, shout out to Kish, Bauer, all these dudes. Really cool game, really cool just series to run in general, and this game 5 was the perfect display of defense, so I wanted to bring it in video format. Hope y'all enjoyed, and that, titties man, peace.